Well, hello everyone. This is going to be part 7, I believe. I'm going to run out of fingers soon. In the beginning, I try to somebody catches this video and doesn't see the other one. Um, watch the other videos. In the beginning, even of the last video, I give a little synopsis of where we're at and what happened to me and stuff. But maybe you can learn something from it. That's the whole idea of this. To see if maybe I can enlighten some people on life not having to be over at 60, 65, 70. You can still have a good life. So I think in the last one we had just moved from one rental to another rental. The other rental was about 5 minutes on the motorbike from where the new house was being built. I lost a bunch of video on a hard drive and that I had saved. But if you go back on some of the videos, the new house build in Surin, you can catch a little bit of it. I'll try to by the next one because I'm actually doing this Thursday late afternoon. I got back. It was awesome. Thanks to all the people that showed up, subscribers. You guys are awesome. We had a really good time. I just put out a video on that. But I've been kind of under the weather, just not feeling. I feel actually better today. So anyway, on the next video, I'll try to find some, or I'll go out and I'll actually take a video of the outside of this house. But if you look at the other videos, it's a nice 2-story, 4-bedroom, 1 3-bath, American kitchen, outside Thai kitchen, laundry room, up front parking. I'll do a little video on it on the next one. So we move into the new rental house, and I hate moving. I'm glad that I'm probably not going to have to move anymore in my life anyway. I said some stuff about my family and my wife, and if you watch me at all, you know that I speak very highly of them, as I should. But one thing I wanted to just tell you from the very first. When I met my wife, we talked together for I think it was about 2 months, until the middle of the night. I mean, she had to work. I could sleep whenever I wanted to. I was retired, thank God. And I could just tell there was something about this woman. I mean, she was, I don't know what it was. When I saw her for the first time, when her and her best friend came to the airport to pick me up when I came to Surin after about 2.5, 3 months, something like that. We decided we wanted to meet up and meet face to face. So when I first saw her, I said, "Wow, she's stunning for one thing. What does she see in me?" But I could say that. I'll say that till probably the day they put me in the ground. But um, get in the truck, and we talk a little bit, and we get down. Now the plan was, and we stuck to the plan. I had a hotel room. I think I might have said it in some of the other ones, and she had her house, and then she would come over for breakfast and eat breakfast and then go to work because she works. And she came up that night. And if I said this in another video, I'm sorry if you have to listen to it again. But it was how I realized what the character of this, the just the person, the way that she was. She said, "Can you come up, or can I come up to the room? I want to tell you something." And I said, "Sure, of course." And it was a friend that had introduced us, and I didn't know until after that they'd been friends for 5, 6 years, but only on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on Facebook. They met a couple of times and stuff, but when I saw her when she came, but it was, only she said, "I know that they had told you that I'd never been married and I don't have children." And I said, "Yeah, they did. They told me that." She said, "Well, that's not true." And I know that she was waiting for me to bolt. I guess a lot of guys don't want, if it was a little baby, maybe it would be a different story. I don't think I wouldn't want to have a kid right now. I don't. But the kids were 14 and 16 or 13 and 15, right around in there. Um, so I know that she was like almost in tears, telling me because she thought that I would just end everything. I said, "Oh," she said, "We only known each other, through this and that, and I just didn't tell people, and that's her prerogative to tell who she wants to." I just thought that the I'm searching for a word, integrity. A lot of words come to mind to tell me, knowing that I might go, knowing that we've been talking for 2.5, 3, whatever it was, months. Um, that made her go from here to here. This woman, knowing that I might bolt or whatever, she still wanted to start. Made sure we started, not on any lies or anything. So I wanted to bring that up. And if I did repeat myself, just look at it. He's an old bastard. And it might happen. But anyway, so her integrity, her everything about the woman is outstanding. I mean, yeah, I could go on and on. You guys probably don't want to hear it. So we get into the new place. I'm still a little wobbly and I haven't recovered. Like I said, I still don't consider myself 100% recovered. And it's been almost 4 years, I think, 3.5, 4 years. So the kids are still around. They stayed we're still battling with the virus crap, and which when I look back on it, it was kind of. I think it was a good thing for me, especially the kids were there. I got all that time where I would only see them for, like I am now, maybe a month and a half all year long. So they stayed with us, a lot. They were with us all the time. When the second wave hit, everybody was panicking, and I just made sure that I got them out of Bangkok and back home. And then they stayed again, and they closed the school, and they went through. I didn't want them to get trapped away from us. And I don't know if that's selfish or whatever it was. I wanted to make sure that mine were good, and everything right there. I know that my wife was feeling a lot better, that the kids were right there, and so we got them there. So I got to spend a lot more time with the kids. Now my mother-in-law and father-in-law were there, still not living, not moved in. There wasn't a room for them. There was a bedroom downstairs, but I was using that as a kitchen. We had 3 kitchens. I had a room that I used because I had the wheelchair and stuff, and then there was a big giant kitchen in the house, and then outside a completely enclosed, huge outside Thai kitchen. And then I had moved the ponds over there. I had added another above ground pool, and or you know the well, actually, I separated the two. I had the two when we were at the other house, and I put all the koi into one, and then we moved one of the other ones over and made that a tilapia deal. And sorry, we ended up giving them to the brother, the cousin that built the wall and the outside Thai kitchen and that kind of stuff. So life was good. Like I said, I was still. It's weird when you fight your whole life to you think that you're invincible. You think that nothing can harm you. At least I did. Maybe not everybody. Um, until this happened to me, and then everything's going through my mind. Even when this one passed away, it was like I never even thought about uh, talking. We never talked about it. We talked about if either one of us got uncurable, cancers that you're gonna, what do they call it, terminal, uh, that we would not take any kind of you know any kind of stuff, for it. We just natural deal and go. That's what she thought was going to happen. But I said, no, they have like a 90% rate with leukemia, with bone marrow transplants. Her problem was she was just a little too old, and weak. She just couldn't do it. But we never talked about losing either one. Now we were almost 62. She was 59, 60. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm trying to give you a little heads up that if you have a wife, you probably should discuss, even it's a kind of a morbid deal or whatever, but we've talked about it, me and Nitnoy. It's kind of a different situation because she didn't know what would happen. She was a little bit weird. What happens if she passed away? I'm probably going to, I'm hoping that I'm going to go before her. I'm hoping that I stick around for another 15 or for 15, 20 years. As long as I have my faculties, I'm all right with that. But she's scared, And I said, I'm done. You're it. If you go, I'm done. Not so much done. If I need female companionship if she goes, if I lose her, which would be a nasty trick from that little wave deal, and how they just weird sense of humor, whoever that higher power is. I said no. I said I thought about it. I said I'm not going anywhere. I said first of all, the kids their father is already. He's still around, but he not very often. I couldn't do that to them. They're great kids, man. And I don't need, what do I need? I need to have a woman there 24/7? No, not really. Not if it's not this one. I think I've had enough women in my life. Luckily, I'm in Thailand. I have a lot of options, and I'll let you guys figure that out. So if I want to do something, I'll go to Pattaya for a week's vacation, have my fun, come back, and if I got to do that, twice a month, I'll do it twice a month for 3-day weekends. I don't think it'll. I'm old, but how I'm getting off on this, I'll never know. But I'm doing it because I want to enlighten people that may be watching this. That most of the time you're going to be a guy, that's in his 60s, 70s, and your woman, your wife, your significant other is probably going to be 45-ish, you know. But I know that there's another YouTuber out here, and I forget his name right now. He lost his wife, and she was only like 28, 30 years old. He had twin babies he's taking care of, and he's still doing his YouTube. I don't watch him all the time. Maybe I should. And it's a sad story, but it could happen. So what I guess I'm saying is, I think that you need to have your health insurance if you're coming here. You need to have it in place. Now, whether that be, if you want to put, you've got 3 million US dollars in the States, and that's enough money that you're not worried about. Like I said, I was in for 3 months. It cost me $1 million baht. Okay, which is nothing. It would have cost me 2 million US dollars if I'd have been in the States. So you can, I guess, do your own health care. That's okay. That's up to you. But have that in place. And I would say have some kind of, I don't know about life insurance. I haven't really checked into that. That might be something that I'm thinking about now. But have, some kind of a will in place on if she goes, or whatever. There's a lot of different things that, I said, well, I'll probably be out and gone if as long as they'll have me, I'll stay here. And I promise you that. And I will. But I said, I don't know. She said, no, Thailand doesn't mean we were married. We're married. This is half your house, regardless of whether you can own it by yourself or whatever. The stuff here, it's yours, And I said, well, I wanted the stuff to go to the kids. And I said, if they want me around, then I'll stay. And which I think that they would. They're really good kids. And I have other, so if I have to do something else, I'll do something else. But I'm just giving you a little insight to maybe think about, if you're here, if you're in Thailand, if you have a significant other, whether she be younger, older, the same age, whatever it is, maybe talk about what's going to happen so it isn't such a devastating shock, because it was for me. I mean, I went to my mother. I didn't know what to do, but at least talk about it so it's in your mind, and it might put them at ease, because maybe she has children and you're around and whatever, and the same type thing as me, that what happens if I die? What are my kids going to do? And so anyway, I'll move on now. Let me take a sip of my coffee. So we were in the house. I don't have too much video of the houses. They were nice houses. Um, the one I think they were both unfurnished, and this it was 7,000 baht. I did ask my wife. That first house was awesome. It was seven because it was dirty. Had to have it completely clean, painted everything inside, had to supply all the furniture, all that, but nothing. I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. $200? I don't know. It's nothing. And I think it was 8,500 or 9,000 for the two-story that we moved in to that we're in, that I'm talking about now. So they did the groundbreaking, and we brought all the did the ceremonies, and there's videos if you want to see that. There's a lot of them on there. It's interesting. If you're, I don't know, with me, I try to, and I want to learn as much about Thai culture as I can. I like to know, what does this mean? Why what do you do? What do I want to know. It's my wife. It's my family here. I'd like to know more about it. So we did the groundbreaking, and they put in all the. So my big concern about building this house was I had been to two or three or four places, and I don't know if they built them too early, if they didn't put pylons and drive them down in or what, but the stuff was moving and cracks, and no, I ain't dealing with cracks. I can deal with a lot of stuff, but no. And this house has been 2 years now. You can go over this thing with a fine tooth comb, and you can't find nothing. Now it took almost a year to build it, and then we had a hell of a party here too. If you want to catch that, or actually, videos better than mine would be No Time to Be Sad. Chuck and Paige came to the wedding combination house blessing party, dancing girls. We did the same thing in Ubon too, and I've got a little bit of video on that. When we get to Ubon, which I don't know how much further. I think we talked about it before. Maybe two or three more. Maybe you guys are getting fed up with them. Maybe you don't. You aren't interested anymore. But the building here is good. I'd like to shout out to Paradise N Thailand. Kenny and Sampit are building a house right now. If you are into building, I would definitely go check out their videos. He's doing an excellent. They're doing. I should say both are doing a great job on documenting their house build. So we let's see. In the house, it was basically just cruising. We did that. I had bought a Forza, went on a couple of rides. One really great one that I had an awesome time. Mitch was there. Joe was there. Joe and Foreigner Joe and Gift, and Chuck was there, and James was there, and Bruce was there, and T was there, and there was about 8 of us, 9 of us. Had a great time. We're gone about 2 weeks, I think. I'd love to do that again. I'm hoping. The Just doing stuff and vacationing. We don't go on as many as I would probably like, but like I said, my wife works, so it's it's kind of tough. It's a lot easier for like Joe and Gift, and they don't work, so it makes it a little bit easier. For me, it's a little tougher. But we go on our vacations. We're getting ready to go again here to Koh Chang for Sokran. So about a month from now, we'll be on a 7-day deal. I'll do a video on that. It's an awesome place. We've been there twice before, Serenity, and it's awesome. So I guess what what I'll do, because I think I've been rambling 15 minutes. I don't know. Uh, but life was good. Life is good. It's the same basically now as it was then. Um, the house was going. Like I said, it took. I wasn't as sabai as I wished I could be. And if you watch uh, Paradise in Thailand, he's a guy that comes from a construction type background and like me. And when you see things, and he's there every day. I was still little on the sickly side. I couldn't sit here all day, and wasn't in the best of health, I guess. But he's gotten frustrated a few times. But the house is really turning out good, and the house here turned out great. A little bit more time. I think his will be done way quick. The second one we built in Ubon, which I basically built for my Thai family. It's on family land, Turai. I have video on a different hard drive, so when we get there, I'll show you that. But you can see either one of them if you want to go on the channel. So I guess what I'll say is, if you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. If you're watching this and you know somebody that has lost their significant other and maybe just hanging out at home and probably doesn't have a lot of visitors coming over and basically waiting to die, that uh, there is life to be had, after that. And I didn't think it was true. And hopefully I can convince some people. I have convinced a few people have been getting in contact with me, which is freaking awesome. So if you could, share it with them. Have them send me, if they don't want to be on any of the live streams, I do live streams on Monday mornings and Friday mornings. I'll do one tomorrow because today's Thursday. Thai time, 8:30 a.m. But if you subscribe and ring the bell, you'll get notified. And if you don't feel like talking in that, send me an email. My email's on the page. It's easy. It's koidoctor1 at gmail.com. So I guess I will say have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in this great big world. And I will catch you on the next one.